on the basis that Christmas is actually less than a week away at this point in time, I might be a bit late to the party with this particular video, because this stock came into Poundland after the Halloween stuff had been taken away, and I bought just about one of everything when it did come in, just to do a comparison, and then never got around to videoing it. But anyway, here's some of the stuff. I say some of the stuff because there are some sets that are not here that actually looked a bit too tacky. There were little wooden stars and stuff like that, and I'd already bought quite a lot of stuff at that point in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through some of the lighting they have and show you it lit. So I'm going to start with the traditional tungsten flare lights. Now, I actually like these traditional tungsten flare lights because they... hold on, I'm going to actually have to cut this open. Because they're very hackable. I've done some videos in the past that show you how to modify these sets of lights. They are traditional 240 volt tungsten lamps. So let's plug these in. For the bulk of the video, yeah, good tungsten glow, good bright tungsten glow, and as I say, very hackable. For the rest of the video, I am probably going to turn the light out overhead though. Will I turn it out now? No, I won't. I'll show you what each thing is first, and then I'll talk you through what's being lit. But yeah, these are just the traditional push-in lamps. Very retro. And you get a set of these for £1, which is pretty impressive, really. He said, trying to get the lamp back in and failing completely. Yep, there we go. And as I say, it's super hackable. You can convert them to LED by adding a little bit of circuitry and then just replacing the tungsten lamps with LEDs instead, and it means it's very, very adaptable and hackable. It also comes with a wee tool for levering the caps out, and also a couple of spare lamps, including the all-important fuse lamp, which is there just in case, you know, because the other lamps in the set short out automatically when one fails. If the voltage... they really do short out. If the current through the set increases too high, the fuse lamp fails. And unfortunately the fuse lamps are prone to failing anyway, which is a bit annoying. So that's the mains ones out of the way. Let's throw it down here. The other stuff, we've got the bead type lights, which is a string of lights, and I'm hoping these are warm white, but I'm not holding, you know, they had something similar last year with beads, round beads, sort of pearly type things, but they were cold white LEDs. What would be nice would be red LEDs for this red set, and the amber, the lovely amber LEDs they had for the Halloween lights that had the amber phosphor, sort of tangerine colour, would be nice with these, but I'm not sure what it's going to be. White LED pinecone lights, which I'm guessing is white LEDs. That's this fairly standard pinecone-ish type cap. They've been around for a while. Some of the odder ones, LED bulb lights. These are shaped like traditional tungsten bulbs with the Edison screw-ish base. And to match those, we've also got this sort of compact fluorescent version, which is a bit odd. We've got fairly large snowflake type lights. Two styles of the Moroccan lantern type things, which come with a string of LEDs, plus the lantern separate. And at this point, you can actually, if you have a collection, you know, because these all fit in the standard 5mm caps, it's viable to just, you know, swap, mix and match the caps. We've got the metal stars. They usually have the metal balls in it all year round for sort of garden effects. They've got the LED ball lights. I wonder if these are... They've also got this in the USB version, which is quite ferocious because when you plug it into a USB power supply, let's plug it into a Poundland USB power supply, it actually draws quite a lot of current. It's those alternating colour LEDs, the red, green and red, blue, and it actually draws about 250 milliamps. It's quite power hungry. They could have really tamed that down a bit with a resistor, but they didn't. So I don't know if it's the same colour changing LEDs that are in use in the battery set. Then we get the little ball lights, and that's about it. So let's start by getting the batteries into a set of these. They sound very tinkly and plasticky. How many of these sets will not work? Oh, it's cold white. That's a shame. Right, okay, let's turn the light off. And it's harsh cold white. Quite a ferocious cold white, which kind of doesn't really suit that, you know, suit the string. Keep in mind that in warm countries, cold white's really popular, but in cold countries like Britain, warm white is a preferred colour. But having said that, it looks like this is just wrapped round. So you could theoretically, if you like the sort of the garland, you could remove it. Actually, you know what that noise is? It's these little hearts. have a little ball in them that rattles about. Okay, so moving on. Hopefully, well, I'm not holding my breath now with the orange ones that I was hoping might contain the orange LEDs. Is this going to be harsh cold white? Same sort of arrangement, same sort of stuff, but a different coloured plastic. Is it going to be cold white? Is it going to be cold white? It's cold white. Oh, and a slightly shonky switch. Yeah, that switch is a wee bit loose. Okay. Cold white, ferocious, cold white, a bit too cold. No, don't like them. White LED pinecone lights. Are these also going to be ice cold white? In goes the battery. On goes the switch. They're ice cold, but you know what? The caps come off. They are just ripe for putting onto your own set. But as it stands, they're quite that ferociously. The camera, oh, that's actually better. The camera's now showing. This one is more what I'm actually seeing in real life. It's that sort of the crystally effect. It's not too bad, but again, it is that harsh cold white. Which, I'm not saying that the cold white isn't suitable for all applications. There are some applications it does fit in with quite well. But Poundland just doesn't seem to have really discovered warm white en masse yet. Pound World gives you the option of cold white or warm white, which is nice. Oh, these are warm white. Actually a nice golden warm white. Oh, they're quite good. So what's the construction like? Does that thing screw off? It does screw off, and the cap it's a cable tie. It's through the cable tie to hold it in, and then it screws in. So equally hackable, you can put your own lights in, and also you can position them anywhere you want in that globe by adjusting that cable tie. Yep, like them. Let's leave them here then. The big, huge icicle, not icicle, but snowflake type lights. Very big snowflakes. What colour are these going to be? Cold white? I suppose in a sense it's blue. Quite a vivid blue. Quite a nice blue. And it actually works quite well. Are these going to come out? Yes, they're going to come out. So again, you can get the standard 5mm LEDs and just shove them in to these. Yeah, that's quite good. I like those. The Moroccan lights. They don't call them Moroccan lights, but I kind of think of these as Moroccan lanterns. Let's pour these out. And presumably just to make them fit in the packet, they've supplied them loose. So here's the string of lights. Let's see what colour these are. Warm white would be nice. But who knows? Warm white. So how do these go in? Ah, I see, right, okay. There's a little sort of ratchet effect in there that as you push it in, it pushes through a ratchet, which it's not that easy to push through. It might need to widen that a little bit. Or am I just being a wuss? I'm being a wuss apparently. Okay, that's not bad actually. Yeah, quite like them. And again, the caps can be used for other things, so they're a winner. The black ones, let's just cut to the chase and pull out one of the black lights, and let's just pour them all out. And the string of lights that comes with them is warm white again, so let's shove one onto the... I suppose you could alternate black and white caps along one string. That doesn't look too bad. The white plastic inside, the clear plastic, does diffuse it quite well. It provides a good effect and a nice contrast to black. So they're a winner. They get big Clive points. The metal stars. So many lights. They also had a cardboard display that folded out, and then these actual sets, they opened one up, sat the little battery pack in with batteries into the cardboard display, and then strung it. Oh, it's cold white. It actually doesn't look too bad in this application. you could use the worm, you could sit these onto they've got the little grommet thing that comes out, and you can get the LEDs out of them. So again, these can be swapped onto other lights, but the cold white actually kind of works with these ones. That's the first set of cold white that's going to stay in the bench here. The compact fluorescent lamp style lights, which is just weird. They're going to be a shade of white. Oh, they're blue. And the plastic actually catches the light quite well. Is this the same arrangement again of the cable tie? Yes, it is. It's the same cable tie arrangement. You could mix and match the styles of lamps, or any other cap, to be honest. Yep, they're quite nice. Quite like them. The balls. The white balls, are they going to be the flashing ones? Or are they going to be a fixed colour? Are they going to be able to be pulled off the string? Or they're the flashing ones, yep. Quite lurid and annoying, but you can pull the covers off. I will say that the plastic is quite opaque, if you will. It's attenuating a lot of the light. It seems a bit of a waste. It would be quite nice if these were actually put into different caps, like for instance, just for something really hideous. Let's do the, which is going to look the most ferocious here. Let's do a red and green one. I suppose you could stick it into one of the Moroccan lanterns. Oh yes, that looks completely unrealistic, but quite good in its own right. Okay, quite like those, they're okay. What about the little crystally balls? So far there's only been one with a shady switch. It wasn't completely dead, but it was, ooh, they're ice cold. They're kind of, I like the balls, I'll give it that. I like the little covers. They actually would probably look nicer on the colour changing caps, the colour changing LEDs. So I'll keep these in the bench mainly because of the caps. And is that it? That is it, fundamentally. So light goes back on, you all get dazzled momentarily. Oh no! These are the ones I like. So the Moroccan type lanterns work very well, and they come with the warm white LEDs. The globes actually look pretty good with a nice golden white. The compact fluorescent lamps are blue for an unknown reason, as are these stars. These are the cold white, but they look okay. These ones, it really strikes me that the alternating LEDs would look quite good if they had caps like, for instance, these caps, because these can come back onto the bench as well. That would look better. You know, something like that sort of crystally effect's going to diffuse the light better. And likewise with these balls, the little crystally balls, because they're nice little caps. That one is closer fit. Okay. Slight cracking noise, but that's okay. I'm just a bit ham-fisted. Yeah, they're okay. So yeah, it's all very much mix and match. You can swap any light into any of these caps, and quite a lot of the caps themselves are actually quite nice. They're interesting. So even if you've got a huge string of standard LED lights, well, let's put that to the test. In fact, let's bring up a string of standard LED lights if I can find some. Like, oh, these are going to be 3mm. What do I have in the way of 5mm? Battery operated lights? Oh, you get the drift anyway. Hold on, I'm just going to try and find some other lights and then I'll be back in a moment. One slight modification to a large string of what are classed as gold LEDs, gold and white, later, and here we have the results. The caps work quite well on just standard 5mm LEDs, so you can just get your choice of caps and basically make up your own custom tutti frutti type set. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The only one that's really letting the show down here is the white cap here, because it is so opaque. It really does block out a lot of the light. It does glow, but not as bright as the others. The other slight niggle is that you might have to widen the hole at the back of the lamp caps a little bit, just for some of the larger strings, they've got more wires, thicker wire going in, so it's just a wee bit, it would need widened a tiny bit just to let that go in. But other than that, they're all looking pretty good. Yeah, so the overall score for the Poundland lights this year, it's actually quite a good selection. A lot of the caps and covers are good, and they sort of represent good value for money for what you're getting, and also the choice of caps that you can then add on to existing lights that have these standard 5mm LEDs, so it makes them quite versatile. Yeah, good result.